Oh no, Aaron does not hesitate. How you doing? Speaking of Aaron,
What's up, Aaron?
what's going on, y'all? It is time to breathe again on the latest BOFASports webcast, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So you see us together, Patrick and Charles.
No, them Brewers ain't winning no World Series, though.
Yeah, and Aaron, look, we're gonna get to a few of your comments here in just a second. But before we get to that, I have to come on here and congratulate the Oklahoma Sooners on winning the Men's College World Series. Went to 3 games with North Carolina, and in that last game,
Just pure dominance.
Yeah.
Dude, let's just start off. Okay, so this won't take me long. People tend to forget. They're like, oh well, this Oklahoma team wasn't ranked. They weren't even ranked in the tournament. You're absolutely right. But before the season started, they were a top 5 team. That's what many people tend to forget about that team, is that they were top 5. Problem was they had a bunch of injuries, and coming into the regionals, they got their outfield back, they got all their pitching staff back, and they got their catcher back. I'm like, I want y'all, or not their catcher, I'm sorry. They got their baseman back. Now, when you put a team like that was a top 5 team with their entire team back, they put out Georgia Tech, which was a number 2 ranked team. They put out Kansas, which was a number 15th ranked team. Then they put out Georgia, which was a number 3 ranked. Before that, they put out Alabama, which was a 7th ranked team. Then they put out Georgia, which was the 3rd ranked team. And then they put out North Carolina, which was the 5th ranked team. They were legit, dude. They were legit. I mean, they were a scary, but I didn't think that they were as good as Georgia. Boy, let me tell you, they proved me wrong. The only team that could beat Georgia was Oklahoma. Man, I was mad. I was so mad. That was our year.
I just think it was one of those situations that we've seen in recent years. The Ole Miss team that won a few years ago comes to mind, where they got into a World Series or into the tournament, and they started off on unranked, and they weren't even playing in their home spot, as hosting a regional. But everything came together for them. You mentioned the injuries they had. All those players came back from injury. Everything just clicked. Offense clicked. The pitching got on point, and they just rolled that out. And that's the thing with baseball and hockey. I think those 2 sports are different from football and basketball, from the standpoint of there is an element, like with hockey, it's the goalie. And in baseball, it's the pitching, or maybe it's the offense, if you're looking at it from that side.
That Oklahoma team was all around.
Yeah, but they turned into be an all-around team. But because of those different factors that can neutralize a team that had been beasted. You saw it in the NHL, for example. Colorado was beasted in the regular season. And then they ran into the Vegas Golden Knights. Of course, we know the Carolina Hurricanes won the Stanley Cup. But they ran into the team that, one, had some hot goaltending. We know Colorado can score, but their defense was questionable. So if they go up against a team that could play defense and had a good goalie, they were going to be in trouble. And in baseball, you got pitching. If you got an offense that is beasting, we see. Oh, here's a good example. You see it all the time with the Yankees, Patrick. How many times with the Yankees? Home run, strikeout, home run, strikeout, home run, strikeout. They face a team that has some good pitching, totally neutralized. And
happens all the time.
Yeah. And so with Oklahoma, everything, like you said, the all-around team just clicked. They got very timely hitting. Well, not even timely hitting. Their offense just was exploding. And so,
yeah. Well, I mean, if it was all the time, it's timely hitting.
And so they came together at the right time, and it's almost when they knocked Georgia Tech out, it's almost like something hit them to say, yeah, we can do
we're back. We're good.
We can do this now. We took out the number 2 team in the land in their spot in the ATL. We got what we need now. We all we need right here, and we're just gonna ride that out. And like you said, you already brought up the route that they went, and here they are.
Kudos to them, man, because dude, they didn't pitch anything but freshmen.
Yeah, so that means they're not going anywhere anytime.
They're not going anywhere. And there's so many teams out there that were like, this is their year. I mean, UCLA, they're packed full of seniors, dude. Oh, they're not going to be doing like that next year. Georgia Tech will be back. Georgia Tech's always good. You know what I mean? Texas will be back. They had a bunch of freshmen and sophomores on their team. We had a few. Georgia will be back. They had a few seniors, but I mean, we reload very well in baseball. But here's the problem. This is what another thing that people tend to forget. Vanderbilt and LSU didn't even make the tournament. Mm-hmm. Neither did Clemson. Well, there's going to have to be a spot for those teams next year. Think about that. So, I mean, look, Oklahoma's going to reload in pitching. Their outfield is probably going to be gone, but I don't think they're going to go anywhere. I think they're a team that will rise to their occasions and do what they did this year. I'm not sitting here saying that they're going to win next year, but what I'm saying is you might want to make sure you look out for them. That's all I'm saying.
And the pitching. He said, as long as you have good pitching, you always have a shot.
Yep.
And if they're bringing all those arms back, then they're going to be tough to beat for sure.
And then I'll say one more thing, and then I'm done about it. Oh, well, I'll say 2 more things, and then I'm done about it. How about the SEC?
Yeah.
7 in a row. What's up?
Yeah, it's a title.
7 in a row. 8 out of the last 9. What's up?
It's a title for the SEC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I don't like the winner, but
but congratulations to Oklahoma. They played their butts off, and sure deserve it. Yeah. So the route they had to take, that would have put out a lesser team, I'll tell you. So congratulations to Boomer Sooner, I guess, and we'll see you next year.
Yup. And yeah, I mean, we wanted to start that, get the icky part out of the way first, because y'all know.
I love the fact that
I'm a Texas fan, so I ain't trying to see Oklahoma win anything, but they came together at the right time. Aaron, stop hating. We know you Midwest up there. Stop it. But
there's a lot that happened in the Midwest.
Aaron. So I see that you're trying to get Tariq Skubal to come to Milwaukee. Maybe you just trying to get somebody to come there since.
Why don't you just become a Heat fan? It'd be easier.
Yeah, since somebody left.
Did you see? I know you saw. Oh my God! Did you see what Milwaukee got?
Oh, they got a lot. And
dang, I was like, man, if you're gonna rate Milwaukee, at least take them to dinner first. Dang.
Hey, no, look, but Patrick, we always knew this was going to happen. If they were, so whoever was going to trade, and of course, this is bringing us into the trade, sending Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Miami Heat. So, Aaron, here's the thing with that. Because a lot of people said when the Clippers made that trade for Paul George with the OKC Thunder, a lot of people thought that trade was a little bit weak. But on top of the picks they got, there was another player in there named Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and OKC has won a championship. And I know you're a hater, Patrick.
Look, everybody says when it comes to draft picks, everybody's like, oh, that's a weak trade. Or look, potentially, Aaron, I do agree with you. Potentially, it could be a weak trade.
Well,
Potentially, it could be a great trade.
Aaron's just saying it's a weak trade because Giannis left, and Aaron has come
I
on.
know he's hating. I mean, look, dude. Look,
Aaron has
if
come
it was
on.
Atlanta, I'd be saying the same. I'd be like, yeah, take my.
No, but Aaron came on here, and look, and to be fair, I didn't really think Giannis was going anywhere because everybody was trying to speak it into existence. But I guess the situation just got a little bit too much to where Giannis is trying to play for a winning team. The Bucks really couldn't do anything to keep Giannis there. I mean, they tried with the Damian Lillard trade. That was a disaster. And they let a lot of their better defensive players go. But so, yes, Aaron, I see you over there trying to call it a weak return. But if I lost Giannis, yeah, I'd probably say it was weak too. But he says, look, my dad taught Tyler Hero in high school. Oh, okay. I just don't think he's finals material. K-Ware is already past his prime. Yaquez is so on and off. The other dude, yeah, he's a dude, all right. So, yeah, so here's the thing. From the 2033
now, all right, Aaron, now you start to sound like me. I'm like, dude, oh boy, Atlanta 2050, bro.
Ooh, yeah. So from the standpoint of the players, yes, if you're the Bucks, which I don't think the Heat were really going to do. If you were the Bucks, maybe you could have tried to get Bam Adebayo in that trade, but the Heat weren't going to do that. The Heat were going to keep Bam. Of course, they feel like that would be the cornerstone there. Maybe we'll draft your kid. Maybe. Yeah.
Look, he might be working on pontoon boats first, but you know.
Yeah. But yeah, Miami wasn't going to do that. And then I think like if you could have gotten a player, that's actually a pretty awesome story that you said your dad taught Tyler Hero in high school. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But if you were going to, I guess, get equal value in terms of the players that were going to be on the court, that would be the only way you could do it if you were able to get Bam Adebayo back. But Miami was not going to do that. That is their cornerstone. And they wanted to have at least somebody to play with Giannis if they were going to make that trade. So you give the rest of the roster, basically.
Yeah. Hey, well, I always say this, Charles. I always say this. All your money is going to Bam and Giannis. Look, Miami. I give some of the best $1 million high fives. Give me $1 million. I'll roll the bench. You don't even have to put me in, bro. I give the best high fives than anybody. I'm telling you. So just give me a call.
Give me a call. Yeah.
Give me a call.
Well,
I travel. I travel well, actually.
I could get that Gatorade ready real good too.
Look. All you gotta do is give me a sippy cup and put me in the back of the bus, bro. I'm good.
He said, why couldn't they take Kyle? It's Brucey's time to shine Kuzma with him. And Miami probably didn't want that either. Because Miami got Giannis and Bobby Portis. Very good. I mean, Bobby Portis is a hard-nosed, tough player for him. That's going to bring a lot of toughness to Miami as well. So
bring some defense too.
For real. And so Miami, we'll see what they do to build the roster around. Like you said, all the money is going there to Giannis and Bam, those contracts. But
we just disappeared.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, we pulled a James Harden in the fourth quarter, bro. Just then. I want to calm down, internet.
It's a hitty 3-and-D player. Anybody who is willing to take a who can live with a massive pay cut, but sit there and just camp out in the corner around those guys, they might be sided up to try to play with the Heat. Aaron says it's so brutal because both Bobby and Giannis were so beloved in Milwaukee because of their personalities. I had a very hard time this morning coming to terms. Look, hey, Giannis has said many times, Aaron, as you know, he wanted to stay in Milwaukee. He wanted to be like one of those players, like Kobe, like Dirk, and a few others who have stayed played the whole team or their whole time with one team. And Giannis had said many times he wanted to be that. The organization for the Bucks, they got to be kicking themselves, man, because I don't think they did a disservice to me in starting to break up that team. I think once they won the championship in 2021, you had the team come back in 2022. They had the brutal injury to Chris Middleton, who was really crucial for them in that NBA Finals run. And then grumblings happened. They bring Doc Rivers in. That was a disaster to have him come in there and coach. And then the Damian Lillard trade, where you traded a good amount of assets there too. So you didn't have any draft picks to try to build around Giannis, which is why you got this haul of draft picks coming back in this trade. So
they got the first round.
Yeah, right. And I'll just say this, Patrick. I just think if you're going to start over, rip up the Band-Aid. Just start.
Unfortunately, when you're starting over, you pick a player and build around that. And unfortunately for Milwaukee, Giannis is too expensive to build around like that. They don't have the resources to build around him like they would have in 2022 when they 2022 when they traded for Damian Lillard. Yeah. So they just don't have the resources, and there's very few players that are willing to put that win mentality over the dollar sign mentality. You know what I mean? So it's hard for Giannis to be like, I'm not taking a pay cut. Y'all shouldn't have screwed up. That's on y'all. And he has every right to think that way. That's an organizational flaw, right? But and it's not Giannis's job to fix the organization. It's Giannis's job to play basketball. So I'm completely aware of that. But at the same time, you got to have a mentality that says, like, I would love for y'all to build around me, and I'll do whatever it takes to help fix that. But you also have to have an organization that's willing to fix where they screwed up, not just keep spending. So that's
storming down there in Florida.
Yeah, it's about to be storming. So hopefully I don't lose no internet. that sounded like the weather was like, I'm coming, internet.
That thunderclap was no joke.
Yeah,
came in loud and clear.
But that's the way I kind of look at it. I mean, I would love to see Giannis stay there, and obviously Giannis would have been good to stay there too. But that takes a mutual combination of things for him to stay, and nobody was willing to do it.
So to address Aaron's question, no, Patrick does not live in the hood. That wasn't
gunfire. That was just weather.
That was thunder.
That was thunder.
And Aaron also said about the 3 first to get Drew Holiday. So there's some trades because, yes, like you said, there's the when you're throwing a lot of draft picks back or sending a lot of draft picks back in return, the majority of the time you are making these trades to put yourself in the best position to win a title. So
carry that. I gotta go check on something.
All right.
The rain coming down. I gotta go.
So hopefully Patrick didn't leave windows open or something like that while he's gone. But what I was going to say was, when you send those 3 first-round draft picks for Drew Holiday, that's not as bad because you are trying to make sure you have a team that's defensively strong. Drew Holiday is one of the best and has been one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. You needed somebody to come in there and guard players like Devin Booker, or even when they were playing the Brooklyn Nets when they had James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant. You needed somebody who could take that challenge on. You already had Giannis, you had Chris Middleton. You were going to, you had those two that you could build around. So now you're getting all these other pieces, and you can send a few draft picks for that. And of course, with Milwaukee winning the title, most people would say that paid off because you won the title, and that's what made that. The trade for Damian Lillard, I would not have done that. That was awful. Damian Lillard, I get what type of offensive player he has been, but he hasn't done anything else really in terms of making the huge impact on the team. We know he can score. We all know he can score. But for what Milwaukee needed in terms of trying to stay competitive and keep a championship team around there, Damian Lillard wasn't going to bring that.
No.
And I think in the league, which I think is universal throughout sports, I'm pretty sure you would agree with this, Patrick, but we know offense is the thing. And everybody gets enamored with the offense. Everybody gets enamored with the person who can score 50, 60 points. But when
you call them the glamour stat.
Yeah, exactly. And so when you get to those levels, your playoff level to especially the conference finals and the finals, you got to be able to defend. If you can't defend, you're not winning. And I remember that play. I remember watching that live when Holiday ripped it away from Devin Booker in that game 5. And then
the alley-oop.
The alley-oop to Giannis at the end.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And that's the trade. That's a trade where you can sit there and say, look, because there's a good reason behind it. Like you said, it's not a glamour stat. This is we need to win, and these are the players who are going to go in there and scrap. Every team that has won a championship, I don't care what the sport is, every team who has won a title of some sort has those players who go get it, who are willing to get dirty, if you want to call it that. They're willing to get dirty, make the scrappy play, get in there, do what they have to do, take those risks, get on the court, die for loose balls. Every team has that type of player if they're going to win a championship. And that's what Drew Holiday was for Milwaukee at that time. So, Aaron, sorry, I didn't think, because I got
going anywhere either.
Me either. And I got tired of all these reports where they're like, oh, Giannis is going here, Giannis is going to New York, or he's going to LA, and all these other things that you see in the NBA rumor mill on the regular. But I guess if you're looking at the situation, Milwaukee, it got to the point where Milwaukee, because of those draft picks that were lost and the trades they had made and some of the contracts they had signed, they weren't in a position to keep Giannis there, keep him happy, and it's probably time to start.
Yeah, and on top of that, at a certain point, an organization does have to look at it and get their future back. And Giannis, he's what did he get drafted in 13?
Yes,
I think.
Yeah.
So you're looking at 13 years, and I mean, look, dude, you got to start thinking about your future now. And unfortunately, Giannis is not going to be a part of that.
Yeah. And I mean, hey, good. It was a good run. I know it's tough for you, Aaron. You being a Wisconsin guy, because I mean, when I saw that, I did see it last night when it broke, and I said,
well, now we'll just wait. We'll just wait and see if LeBron goes to Golden State now.
Yeah, or back to Cleveland.
No, Cleveland won't take. LeBron in Cleveland is like that toxic boyfriend girlfriend thing. Like, let it go, bro. Just let it go. And Cleveland's like, I need my girl back. Who needs me? And I'm like, Let him go. Let her go. She's about to retire anyway. Let her go.
So the Giannis was drafted in 2013. My fault. I don't know if.
No, that's what we said. 2013.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So yeah, he got drafted in 2013. I mean, he's been playing 13 years. Maybe it's just time to move on. And Milwaukee has a good track history of good draft picks. So they'll pick somebody up. They'll be fine.
Ooh, don't tell Aaron that, man, because he knows Jimmy Haslam is the owner. Of course, Jimmy Haslam's the owner of the Cleveland Browns too, and
God, Aaron, I'm sorry, I misspoke. You're screwed. I didn't know he owned the Bucks too.
Yeah,
I did not know that. Okay, yeah, Aaron, sorry, y'all are screwed. Y'all probably won't make the playoffs for the next 15, 20 years. So settle in, bro. Become a Hawks fan.
Hey, Patrick, I'll refer you to the first comment Aaron made before we began, where he said,
I haven't. I didn't read any of those.
He's a big itch, and we know itch is not the itch that we're thinking of. So
I said, Aaron, my fault, man. I got on and I said, me and Charles started talking, and I was like, oh, Aaron's already hit it up. And he goes, hold that thought. We got to go live. And I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't.
So he said, a Bucks fan said weeks ago when Garrett went to the Rams that he was afraid Haslam was going to trade Giannis. Old habits die hard. I'm so sorry, Aaron. I'm sorry.
Hey, I would say become a Hawks fan, but dude, we haven't won a championship since Hawks came to Atlanta. So
ABA days.
Yeah, dude, that's so far out of our relevance. It's pathetic. What was that back in
60s or 70s, man?
1967 when that happened. I have to go back and look. Dog, that is so far out of relevance. We have never won a championship.
And you know what? Real quick,
we should change our name because anything with a bird, we lose.
Oh, y'all do have a lot of birds. Okay,
we do.
Yeah,
Thrashers, lost. Hawks, lost. Falcons, lost. Braves, hey, we got a couple. Bulldogs, hey, we got a couple. Hawks, lost.
He said, "Hey Pat, let's replay the game where Brook Lopez hit like 6 threes in the ECF and became Steph Curry." No, you don't want to replay that.
I think that's when me and Charles started developing. Look, you can shoot threes, but just because you can shoot them doesn't make you a 3-point shooter. Right. Oh my God, Brook Lopez single-handedly, like it is destined for us to lose, dude. That's all I'm saying. We got to change our names. It's like, where's PETA at now? You know what I mean? Like, PETA, get on us to change our name. I mean, y'all got the Indians. Jeez.
So, real quick, speaking of rebuilding, so the Dallas Mavericks, did you hear about this, Patrick? They hired the Michigan coach, Dusty May. Of course, Michigan won the Final Four last year, and now they bringing him in to coach. So, all I'm gonna say is this about the Mavericks: what a spectacular crash and fall or crash and burn. This was a team that was in the NBA Finals literally 2 years ago, and they are just on rebuild mode. Well, they have Cooper Flag, so I guess they can build around him. But my good.
Hey, dude, how about Atlanta Hawks picking up Kingston?
I like it.
All right,
I like it.
I didn't dig that pick.
Yes, and
I just happened to look over and saw that, and I was like,
yes.
Okay. We might come in like what? 6th in the thing now? Okay.
And see, and maybe y'all get on up, man, because y'all were 6 last year. So
well, then we might go 5.5.
And so Patrick just brought me into this. The NBA draft is happening right now, and we all heard about how loaded this class is. AJ DeBonsa went number 1 to the Wizards, which I said, wait a minute, the Wizards actually didn't mess it up. They actually did get DeBonsa. I know that the talk up here was they may get Darren Peterson, who he ended up going number 2 to the Utah Jazz. I just get a lot of Markelle Fultz vibes with Darren Peterson. Remember Markelle Fultz? Back in the day, he was the number 1 pick in the 2017 draft, but he played in Washington and he played half of the season there. But yet everyone said, oh yeah, this is the number 1 pick by far. This is a draft that also had Jason Tatum in it, among others. And the Philadelphia 76ers, of course, this was back in their trust the process days. I mean, I guess they're still kind of in it. But but they traded up to get Markelle Fultz. And that's kind of what I see in Darren Peterson. He just seems like a guy, he could be good. I'm not saying he's not going to be good.
Oh, and Aaron's on the edge of his seat right now, so he probably will not comment for the next 3.5 minutes.
Okay.
So, just letting you know. Because Milwaukee's on the clock right now.
I was going to say, the Bucks are on the clock, yes. And so...
so we'll wait on you, Aaron.
Yeah. So, yeah, Washington, well, all right, I say that, but then they just gave like a 4-year, $212 million deal to keep Trae Young there. Says sometimes, man, you just can't get out of your own way. I'm not giving Trae Young all that money. There's no way. $53 million a year? No. You're trying to build around someone like Trae Young. Absolutely not. But when you're a team like the Wizards, I guess sometimes you get desperate and you've been garbage for so long. You just trying to have some hope, I guess. They should have kept CJ McCollum.
I'm glad they traded him.
He said, wait a minute. Aaron says, let's look at that Young. Trae Young went from Ice Trae to the Trae that Nicki Minaj sang about years ago. It's so
you know, you went from Ice Trae to Ashtray.
Yeah.
But I would be honest with you, man. When Atlanta proposed that, I was like, "Thank you," because I have been yelling. I mean, dude, I've been yelling that for years. We need to get rid of Trae Young.
Yeah,
he was just past his time. I mean, he wasn't going to make anything better in Atlanta.
In Milwaukee, looks like they got Morris Johnson, I believe. Is that who they got? No,
Morris Johnson.
The Mavericks got him. My bad.
Yeah, Milwaukee's still on the clock. They still got another minute and a half. They haven't picked yet. I'm keeping an eye on it. So,
cool. So while we're waiting for that Milwaukee pick, we're gonna make one more visit, Patrick, to the Brendan Sorsby saga. And here's the thing with that.
I'm not gonna lie. I have not read anything about this all week.
Got you.
So I hope you got me on this one because I'll give you my 2 cents as soon as I hear it.
I got you.
I can give you my 2 cents.
You know I got you. And the main thing is this. Remember, he had Aaron says Trae Young, Draymond Green, Marcus Smart, Dylan Brooks, Kyle Kuzma, the all NBA impossible to handle team. Yeah, there's some personalities there for sure. I mean, that's a headache.
Yeah, it's not an impossible to handle on the court. It's impossible to handle in the locker room.
Yeah.
Look, let me be a coach and the manager walk up to me and be like, "Here's your starting 5." I'll be like, "Hell no, it ain't." My starting five's at the house. Why? Because I quit. I ain't dealing with that crap. I'm out.
That's a headache. If you had all those teams, all those players on the same team, that is a headache.
There's no way I'm coaching. I would coach that.
Or
You mentioned Draymond Green, and I'm out. I totally do.
so here's the latest in the Sorsby thing, and I'm gonna file this away, Patrick. Maybe this is a little bit of karma, and here's what I mean from this. So of course, the story with him getting an injunction, being eligible for the upcoming season. Texas Tech talking mess, saying, yeah, he's our dude. The Big 12 said they're going to sue because people were just upset that he's playing because of the stuff that he had with all the gambling and betting. And then, of course, last week he said, I'm going to declare for the NFL's supplemental draft. Well, the NFL decided they're not doing the supplemental draft because, yeah. Because
dude, look, I'm gonna let you finish, and then I'm gonna tell you what I feel about that.
And so
I did hear about that part.
Yeah, the NFL said nope, no supplemental draft. He was the only one who declared for the supplemental draft, and basically, for among other reasons, he kind of declared late. Well, not late, but it was a week before, I guess, the deadline was happening. And so the NFL said, no, we're not going to do the supplemental draft, so he can't really play football unless, I guess, he decides he's going to play in the UFL or something.
And the UFL's already started.
Yeah, the UFL's done. So
I mean, they can't. Oh, no. What's playing right now? Is it the XFL?
No, so the XFL and the USFL combined to make the UFL. They're all one league.
They combined it last year, didn't they?
Yeah,
that's right. Well, okay. So here's my take on that. All right. So first of all, supplemental draft. That is not something that you go, oh, Sorsby's in it. We're not doing it. NFL had that in their pocket for months. You don't just cancel something like that. Not that big. You don't just cancel it.
Okay.
They took Braden
Burry from Arizona. Yeah, that's a good pick.
I mean, I thought they were going to take Mara, but
yeah, I think
I was kind of figuring they would take Mara. I was that's where I went. That's where I would have went, I guess. But the NFL, look. They had to have already had their conversations that they weren't going to have a supplemental draft. But they were waiting. And then they waited and waited. Sort of like, I declare for the supplemental draft. And NFL's like, about that.
Yeah.
We had that talk months ago, and we decided we're not going to do it. Because you don't just make a choice like that on a whim.
Yeah,
you're a multi-billion-dollar organization. That is not something you just do on a whim. You know what I mean?
Things just have a funny way of working out, man. And you just, I'm like I told you, man. I'm filing this away in the karma card. You just.
It's like the NFL saw that coming 2 miles away. They were like, "Ooh, yeah, look at us, look at us looking like we're smart."
All right, and then they talk about they want him to take responsibility for his stuff. And look, here's the thing, man, because I'm not one of those people, as you know, that I believe people can get better. They can go through their lessons. They can make mistakes, and they can learn from those mistakes. So maybe this situation, Brendan Sorsby goes, he does what he has to do, gets the help he needs, he continues to go to therapy, whatever it is that he needs, and he can come back and be not just a better player, but just a better person through it all overall. I mean, this is a career derailer. Guess he understood that he had a gambling addiction anyway, so I guess that's a start. And so this right here, is one of those things that says, hey, you got to look yourself in the mirror and you have to figure some things out on your own. Most people wouldn't take it as that. Most people would try to say, oh, the NFL is garbage. Oh, college is garbage. Well, dude, you're the one who had the gambling problem. So, and
well, I will say this. I mean, you have a gambling problem. That's fine. I mean, look, there's many people. Just Pete Rose. Pete Rose had a great career around gambling.
I guess there's some examples where you could.
Exactly. He had a great career around gambling. I mean, just follow footsteps, breadcrumbs. I call it breadcrumbs. Follow your breadcrumbs.
So real quick, when you were talking about the Bucks pick of Braden Burries, I think they went there, and I know you were talking about them getting Mara from Michigan. I think the reason why they probably went Burries there is because, Patrick, it's the modern NBA. Modern NBA. The big man has to be able to stretch the floor. Now, I think Mara will, just because he'll find himself.
He's probably a better fit at Golden State anyway, but
yeah, he'll find his way on a team, of course. But the modern day NBA, they want bigs who can stretch the floor, who can step out, knock down a three. Not going away from what we've been saying about just because you can hit a three doesn't make you a three-point shooter.
Right.
But they want the threat. And if you can stretch that out, then you as a big man will probably go a little bit quicker in today's NBA, especially on one of the top 10, 15 picks. But I mean, I think they could have won either. I mean, Milwaukee need people
Milwaukee need anybody.
Yeah. So
don't be picky, just pick somebody.
Oh boy. So Aaron said Kyle Kuzma used to date Hero's current girlfriend. Oh, I'm sure that's gonna work out well if they're supposed to be teammates.
Oh yeah. Dude, remember all those times I used to say, dude, there's going to be problems in the locker room.
Yes,
with somebody's mom. I'm just saying.
Patrick, you don't have to restate it. You're right.
There's going to be problems in that locker room.
Yeah.
Did you just sleep with my mom? Kuzma.
Yeah.
Yes. 3.
So yeah, throwing it up, right? How'd it go? Yeah, hey, there you go. Yeah.
Let me do
it. The Spider Man.
He's gonna do your mom.
Yeah. Ice in my veins. Yeah.
Oh, dude, there's gonna be so many problems in that locker room.
Let's move on to Serena Williams.
No, don't move on yet. No, we still got really good jokes.
No,
we probably need to move on.
Yeah. So here's the thing with Serena Williams. She is coming back, and she's already actually started playing a little bit in doubles. So
is she playing with Venus or is she playing with
both? Yes. So like
I can't think of who her other doubles partner was.
Yes, so she played that was a tournament in London, and I'm with you. I can't remember her name, but yeah, she started playing some doubles there. And for those tennis fans out there, for those who might not know tennis, Wimbledon's coming up. Wimbledon is one of the 4 majors in tennis, along with the Australian Open, French Open, and the US Open. Wimbledon is starting, I think, a little bit after July 4th, and she's going to be playing doubles with her sister Venus, and she's going to be in singles competition, getting a wild card to play in there.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
she hasn't played in 2 years.
Well, yeah, about that. Yeah, it's been about 2 years.
I mean, she did that when she had her daughter, and
so
she
now
was out for 2.5 years, 2 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Well enough to get ranked like 410th before she went on a 4-game win streak and won Wimbledon, and then all of a sudden she's won again. I mean, like,
and so this is what I hope is not happening. I hope it doesn't turn into. I hope it doesn't turn into a Tiger Woods situation. Now, look, all the off-field stuff withstanding. Remember how,
unless she's got 15 men sitting back in the back, and driving a Range Rover,
right? Yeah, keep her away from vehicles. Yes, but if you're in that situation, because when it came time for the Masters, and I know you recall this as we would talk about some of these golf majors, when it came time for the Masters or the PGA Championship, US Open, or they call it the Open Championship now, but it's the British Open. If Tiger was in the field, we would get excited about it. And then Tiger just doesn't play well. Back injuries, all kinds of other injuries that have caught up with him after a while, and he just isn't able to sustain. And so that there are some cases where he had to withdraw from the tournament altogether. Mm-hmm. I hope it's not going that direction for Serena. With Tiger Woods, he was the top player in the game for a long time.
Yeah, and but his head wasn't in it when he came back.
Yeah, and sometimes with that combination, it's hard to put it away. It's hard to walk away. It's hard to put it down because you feel there is just that part of you that can get back to it. And yes, the mind, powerful thing, get it. Sometimes the body does not agree. And you just can't sustain that grind, going 18 holes on those 4 days and some pressure-filled golf to win a major. So I hope that's not what's happening with Serena. I hope she's not saying to herself, I can still do this thing. And who knows, possibly she may be able to go on a run and win Wimbledon. I just hope it doesn't get to where she's 47, going on 48, and she's saying, yeah, I can win the US Open. And you got these young, hey, look, some of those women are powerful, boy. I mean, like Sabalenka
looking good. Coco still looking good.
Yeah, Coco Gauff and Naomi Osaka. You have these younger players who, I mean, they're gonna run Serena out, and Serena just can't keep it up. I just hope it's not going there, because I know when
you also can do. I will say this: I don't know how much of FIFA you've been watching.
Yeah, I've been watching FIFA,
but let me tell you, Messi it's quite an inspiration of what Messi's doing right now.
Oh, he's still very good too.
You know what I mean? It's still, I can see somebody going, I can Michael Jordan this. You know what I mean? Because like even when Michael Jordan came back, I mean, he quit in his prime, was going for 2 seasons, like 2 basketball seasons, and then he come back and he three-peated again. And me and you have arguably said, like, if he stayed in, he might have 8-peated.
Yeah,
because he was on a tear. I mean, he won 3. Left the game for 2 years and come back and won 3 more. I mean, like, you could legit kind of say, like, he could have 8-peated right there, But then I look at Serena Williams and I'm like, and I've told you this many times, athletics. There's really good athletes across, but for Serena to do what she has done in her respected.
Hey, hold on for just a second, Patrick. So Rascal 548 on Twitch. Okay, so you're asking about Giannis going to the Heat. We'll come back to that.
Give me 1 second. Let me finish this, and we'll come back to that.
No, that's what I was going to say, Patrick. Let me narrate it, please.
All right, fine. You're the host.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
But I have said that in my personal opinion, as far as being athletic, Serena is one of the best athletes ever. And so when I look at her and her trying to come back and do that, I really don't think it's going to be a Tiger Woods thing. I kind of hope that it's more like a Michael Jordan thing, and she goes out and kills it, because I think it would be great for tennis for a 44-year-old to go out there and go, yeah, I still got it, and you young punks need to get on my level. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the way I kind of feel like I hope it goes. Now, that's a Cinderella story in a lot of ways. But I will say, man, if anybody's watching what Messi's doing out there, I can see a lot of athletes going, well, if he can play soccer at that level at 39, 40 years old, I could probably come back and do it too. You know what I mean? But the dude hasn't stopped. I mean, he hasn't quit for 2 years or 3 years at this point and trying to come back out of retirement. No, this dude's been kicking ass the entire time. So there's a difference of what a Messi's doing and what Serena Williams is trying to do. But I would like to think she has a sharper head on her shoulders than Tiger Woods. She has a little bit more to play for. Well, Tiger Woods had way more to play for. I mean, he was paying out a lot of money to a bunch of women. So, I take that back. Tiger Woods had a lot more to play for. Serena Williams, on the other hand, she's just playing for herself. So, but I'd like to think that it's a Michael Jordan, Messi kind of thing, and she's going to come back and not dominate the field, but play very well.
So, I mean, there's 58-year-old dudes getting NIL deals. So
ask for cream.
So, Rascal 548. So to address your question about Giannis going to the Heat. And Aaron, I'm sorry if you gotta go through this again for you. Sorry, but
this brings a little bit more. Heat.
Yeah,
to one of our listeners. So
yes,
Aaron. Yeah, I did it that way.
Huge Bucks fan that he is. So, look, I think it was a trade that probably had to happen. I just think Giannis being in Milwaukee, it had run its course, and Miami they're trying to win a title. So they're gonna trade whatever they had to do. I mean, as it turned out, they traded 3 players, traded Ware, traded Jaime Jaquez, and Tyler Hero, and then a bunch of picks to get Giannis and Bobby Portis. It's gonna be interesting to see how the Heat build that roster around Bam and Giannis. But look, I didn't think Giannis was going anywhere. I've been saying that for a while. You have too, Patrick. I felt he was one of those players, one of those rare players in today's NBA that was going to stay with this team. But I think it wasn't feasible. They weren't winning with him there anymore. So it was probably time to start over.
Yeah. And if you get the chance to go back, you can, we had covered this throughout the first part of the show. But yeah, that's the way we kind of felt, was that it was just time for him to go. And then on top of that, Milwaukee just doesn't have the resources to keep him and put players around him that allows them to make a run for a title again. So I think Milwaukee had to cut their losses and let go of Giannis so that they could build their future again. And that's what that was. They got rid of Giannis, but then they picked up 3 first-round draft picks and a second-round draft pick and some players. So that's the way I kind of looked at it. And the Heat was willing to give up what they needed to give up to acquire him. So it's gonna look very different in Miami with Giannis there. So it's gonna be an interesting East, that's for sure.
Yeah. So So hey, thanks for the question, Rascal. And hey, continue watching us. Continue tuning on in, man. Thanks for the question. And yeah, yeah, exactly what you said, Patrick. I don't really have too much to add to it except for I think Miami will also have Giannis. I want to say they're gonna redo his contract, probably add a couple more years in there if they haven't already, and so they're gonna have him for a few years. But here's another thing that we really hadn't discussed. Giannis's health has not been the best either.
No.
So I don't know, because maybe the surroundings weren't the best, and you might not be as much in a hurry to play as you might be in other situations. So now that he is going to Miami, things are a little bit more rejuvenated for him, and he can get back to what we had become used to seeing when he was at the heyday in Milwaukee. But his health has not been the best. There's been a lot of calf strains, been a lot of these injuries that are nagging injuries, the tricky injuries, hamstrings, stuff like that. So that's going to be interesting to see how that is going to be managed by the Heat training staff. If they can keep him healthy enough to play 60 to 70 games in a regular season and then get ready for a potential playoff run. That's going to be really interesting, especially with him being in his 30s now.
And you also can look at it from way it stands right now. You probably have Bam and Giannis starting, and you can throw Bam at the center and let Giannis play a little bit more of a power forward position. But here's the good thing is that now you have that interchangeable piece. So like, let's just say if Giannis does go down, then you still got Bam. You know what I mean? And so it does work out. I mean, and then you also can run it, you can also run Bam at the 4 and Giannis at the 5. So it it depends on how you feel like it, especially if you want to run bigs. I don't know. I would have to look at the roster for Miami, especially with what they've acquired and what they've given up. But I mean, you can run big, and you can run and you can run small, and with the small, you can still run Bam now. So I mean, acquiring Giannis is really kind of a very interesting thing of what Miami can do with their lineup now, depending on who they acquire through the draft and what they get for other trades or whatever. Miami's just going to look very interesting coming in, and I would like to see how they utilize Giannis, because I mean, I can see him dropping from what is he average 38 to 40 minutes a game. He could probably now average somewhere around 32 to 34, which could eliminate a lot of those injuries that he had to deal with throughout his career in Milwaukee. He was the man to go through. Now there's not so much pressure on him because now he can share that load with Bam. So there's a lot of interesting outcomes for Miami, moving into next year. But I'd really like to see who they acquire through the draft and who they what that starting 5 looks like when the season comes up.
Well, all right, y'all. Well, that is going to conclude this edition of the BOFASports webcast. But before we conclude, Patrick, what is coming up for Pro Epic?
All right. So we have been approved for our Amazon influencers. So we are going to start doing a lot of videos for Amazon and getting our reviews out there for a lot of the stuff that we have purchased. So check that out. We still got a few things that we got to wrap up for a season, and then we're going to start on our next season. But we're putting together some big shows. We still got to, now that the baseball season is over for college and a lot of our youth around our area, we're going to start reaching out and start seeing if we can get some more shows in with some of these local businesses as well. So look out for a Blitzball game video, U-ball at the beach, and flag football, which is becoming up.
All right. And hey, next month, well, for BOFASports, next month, we're going to start these interviews next month. Getting I guess that formal invitation out to the people that we want to come on. And I think the focus is going to be around how sports has helped them deal with different things in their lives. It could be anxiety, could be depression, could be PTSD, could be a whole host of things, but just how sports is helping them cope, even if it's just one of those things, just to get a release from life. So that's kind of the focus on it when we do start doing these interviews. And that's the main thing right now for BOFASports. So everybody just stay on the lookout for that. And as usual, for everybody who has tuned in and have been watching, maybe caught a show or two, we appreciate it. Continue to watch because there's big things coming. So with that will conclude this edition of the BOFASports webcast, and that is what we are breathing on for this evening. Y'all make sure y'all visit the BOFASports YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button, and follow the BOFASports Facebook page. So everybody take care. We're getting into that time where sports is kind of dying down, like right there in the summer. So coming up in July should be baseball showcase. Got the All-Star game coming up, and there's some good baseball that's going on as well. So the MLB does have a good bit of momentum. Hopefully it doesn't go away after this lockout, but there's some things going on. So
give it to MLB. As soon as they get some good momentum, they want to trash it by having a lockout or a strike or a shutdown or something.
Exactly.
Everybody these.
Hopefully that's not the case this time, but there's not a lot of reason to believe it wouldn't be, but hopefully we're wrong. Aaron, before we get on out, Aaron says I'm going to Brewers Cubs on the 27th. I'm stoked. That should be that'd be a nice. Is that game in Milwaukee or are you going down?
I think that's in Chicago, is it not?
Yeah,
I think the next series is in Chicago. I could be wrong. I haven't paid attention to it like that, but I want to say the next series is in Chicago.
You said Bleacher Report said the Heat drafted a player. I'm sorry, I thought we had that pick. Miami might have gotten to keep the first rounder from this year, unless that was another trade we don't know about. But he said, yeah, it's in Milwaukee. So with that, everybody take care and have a great evening.
No, the 13th pick of this year that was part of the deal. That was part of the trade. Is that the Heat got the 13th pick this year?
Yep. Oops. Dang, Aaron. Just the hits keep coming. So everybody
Shots fired. Sniper.
It does, dude. Sorry. So everybody take care.
Aaron, become an Atlanta Hawk fan and then you get used to it. That's all I'm saying.
Everybody take care. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll see y'all at this time next week. Take care.
And go Dogs.